Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of October 20th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And also hitting the hype button at the same time. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. As well as all the lovely comments. I do love reading them. They make me feel warm inside. So I do appreciate them. Thank you for that. It's nice to know I'm helping. And the Lovers, looks like a new romance coming in for some of yous. You know, a new relationship. Something that makes your heart go a little flutter. Like this is a new partnership, a mutual attraction, which could lead to a marriage proposal in the future. But there is definitely a connection coming in for you. You're out there searching right now for this connection, and you may have just bumped into it. So you're not quite sure about it yet. You're still in the beginning stages. But, you know, sometimes you wear your heart on your sleeve. Pentacles. So learning, trying, balancing things out in your life. You know, trying to figure out how to balance your work with your life and your friends and vice versa. You're managing your time a little more better this week. Understanding that, you know, time only keeps ticking, but yours are getting more manageable. You're not running in all directions. You're starting to center more on what it is you want. So you've asked yourself that question this week, how to not only bring your life into more balance, but more purpose. Knight of Pentacles. So you have a lot of time to concentrate, you know, looking at your future, trying to figure out what your next move's going to do. You're hardworking, you stick to your routines, you do what you have to do. You're very responsible. And you have a lot of responsibilities right now. And you're starting to realize that. So hence why you're trying to find more balance in your time. Like, is there enough time for you to do this? And can you do that? That sort of, you know, balancing. And you're realizing that for all your hard work, is it giving you what you desire? So you're watching your finances. You definitely will work to get what it is you need, but you're finally figuring out, you're asking yourself that question, am I really getting what I need? Five of Swords. So learning to let go of some things. You know, you carry around a lot of burdens. You know, there's been conflict, disagreements, difficulties. Some people trying to win at all costs. Then they don't care. You know, you've been bullied and threatened in relationships of all kinds. Work, relationships with a partner, friends, family, and you've had enough. And I don't blame you. Now you're starting to ask yourself the truthful question, what do you want? What brings you balance? So you're letting some people out of your life, like you really are. You're cutting the ribbons or the strings or whatever you want to call them, and realizing it's time for you to find your own independence. And the Four of Rods. Yeah, definitely. Finding your own self-reliance, your own community. There's celebration, joy, harmony. There's even marriage here for some of you. But there's a home and community that you feel where you're accepted as who you are, You can be you. You're not judged. You know, and you're overcoming some challenges from your past of being judged. So you're moving away from that. Whoever's doing that to you, you know, trying to manipulate things, you're getting away from. You're finally seeing the light of day of who's doing what, where, and when. Yeah, look at that. And the Eight of Swords, you know, your own self-imposed doubts, fears, you know, and you're realizing that the only one who has stopped you from accomplishing what it is that you desire is yourself. So no more negative thinking, you know, self-imposed restrictions on yourself. You're moving away from that, and that's what that all is. No more being the victim. You're taking the blindfolds off. You're seeing who's doing what, where, and how. You're finding your inner strength. Letting go of people and places and things of your life that really aren't serving you. And finding more balance in your own life. Finally putting yourself first. And the wheel, yeah, look at that. Full circle, new beginnings. Good future. This is your turning point. For some of you, it looks like you're going to get some finance help as well, like money coming in. And it is going to help you to do what it is that your dream is. And which will help you not only find more balance, but which way your future is going to go. So you're finding your path going forward. Understanding that this is your time to be you. Turn that cycle. Start over. New beginnings. Open yourself back up into letting the future give you your dream. And the Fool card, yeah. New beginning, new opportunity. Trusting in yourself. Having faith in yourself and hoping for the best. You know, taking that challenge on, whatever it is. You're changing things. You're taking the first step in a new path for yourself. And it is going to be one that you have wanted for a long time. But this is your beginning. Irregardless of your age. You're starting fresh, new ideas, and willing to begin again. Start fresh. And know that this time you're on the right path for yourself because you chose it. You're not being led into it or coerced into it. It's a new adventure. And you're willing now, finally, to take that step to see what it brings you. And the Six of Rods, yeah, finally getting your accolades. People recognizing you, for who you truly are. And you're starting to understand that you need to self-love yourself and be okay with that. Because if you're not getting it from the outside, you better get it from the inside. And that's what you're doing here. You're finally realizing and talking to yourself and telling yourself all that you've accomplished. Because you have accomplished a lot of things. You've done a lot of things. So pat yourself on the back. It is surprising at how much your life has changed over the years, and you're okay with that. You're understanding that it's time for you to be rewarded for your future, knowing which way you're going, understanding that, you know, this public recognition is your victory lap, your progress, your self-confidence is back. And nobody is going to take that away again from you. Not now. Not ever. You are much stronger now than you have probably been for years. And once you have that inner strength, it helps you to know which way you're going, know that you're capable of doing it, and stepping into that path. Seven of Rods, yeah. Making a choice here. Going forward, knowing you're on the right path, you're facing the challenges, whatever they were, and dealt with them. You know, you're maintaining control of your future. and realizing you are the only one who can change anything. And that's what you're doing here. You are taking that first step again in believing in yourself and your future. And you are more determined and stronger now than you have ever been. Yeah. Woo. 7 of Cups. Yeah. Look at your dreams come true. You're no longer willing anymore to just dream your life away of what could be. You're making it should be and doing it. You're picking your choice this week. You're understanding. No more spending your time daydreaming about things and, never really following through on them. This is your opportunity. You're wishful thinking. You're making choices now. And you're searching for the possibilities. Which one is the best path for you right now? No more daydreaming about it. You're actually taking, yourself by the hand if need be. And starting on this new path. And Justice. Okay. So there's a contract here for some of you. This could be, there's so many contracts in life for all kinds of things. Could be renting a place and needing to sign a lease. This could be a better job. You need to sign a contract to say you're going to stay longer. This could be sharing accommodations. Again, signing a contract, making sure everybody has their own stuff. This could be the settlement of, a debt owed to you or you owed to somebody else. You're just trying to make sure that the slates are 100% clear and on the table on whatever you're doing. You want everything to be up and up so that you feel secure and safe, and so does the other person. And then you can move forward from there. So you're finding the balance in not only finding your voice, but your actions. And once you gather that all up and put it together, boy, it's going to create a whole new person. And you're okay with that. You're feeling more secure in your choices, which way you're going, what you're going to have in your life, who you're going to have in your life. Because this is cause and effect in the situations. And the truth comes out in all directions. Sometimes whether you want it to or not. But this time you're making sure that you're steering it in your best interest. Because you know what you want in life. And you're willing to do what it takes in order to accomplish it. And you'll accomplish it very quick here. Because now you're making hard and fast decisions. Not only for yourself, but your future going. Yeah, look at that, the Star card. No, there's your answer. Right place, right time, making best decisions. This is a renewal, hope, an inner clarity for your future. Like, this is a miracle coming in, man, for all it's worth. You have faith, you're believing in yourself, you're put in the spotlight by yourself because you put yourself on there now, on display for the world and yourself. You're only pleasing you. You're not trying to, sugarcoat anything for anybody else. You're doing you to the best of your ability here, and you're going to succeed because you're putting your energy, love, and determination into this move. And it is going to happen so quickly for you because it's what's been on the table for you for a long time. You just didn't quite see it. And now, universe, switch the light on. It's time for renewal. Let's do this, And that in itself is a miracle. But you have faith that not only are you going to succeed, but you can achieve. So you're taking that new path, and it is going to be a really happy new path for you. And you've needed that. All right. So yeah, give yourself a pat on the back for sure. You are moving in the right direction for yourself. It's time for you to start fresh. Bring your dreams into a reality. Stop dreaming. Start acting. All right. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or birth. friends you cherish. And there it is. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.